Well, hello, boys and girls. I almost screwed up the boys and girls part of this. It's early in the morning, and I just got up to take my wife to work. Anyways, I'm Pearl of Wisdom, and you're listening to my NHL Pearls of Wisdom. I get up in the wee hours to bring you these pearls, boys and girls, and I don't ask for anything in return. No. I do so out of the bathroom. Well, I just do it because I love you. That's why. It's just because of that. I want you to have all the time you need for your picks for the day, so you can make some Monday. Um, I'm Pearl of Wisdom. You listen to my show, Pearls of Wisdom. I'm doing this from the bathroom because I had a little turn of life. I've had to downsize, and no, it was not gambling. That's a question I get. No, I did not lose money gambling. It's not what it was. I'm actually don't put my own money on these picks. I do these because I love hockey and I like seeing people make money with them. I'm not a gambler myself, so but I had a little bit of an addiction problem, not gambling related, and now I'm working my way out of it. And you guys are helping because we're getting subscribers daily for this fine programming. So hitting the subscribe and the bell is going to make us a YouTube sensation, all of us. That we're going to travel. We're going to be a traveling convoy of Hummers and Range Rovers, Land Rovers, and Porsches and everything. I'm gonna come to your town and we're just gonna throw pearls at everybody, and it's gonna bring much glee and frolic to the world. And all you gotta do is hit the subscribe button. Isn't that wonderful? I think so. Okay, let's get to what happened yesterday. I was 2 for 2, or two. I was correct about 2, incorrect about the other 2. But there's a lot of good. Detroit, the ones I said for sure to bet that were going to be definite wins were Boston over Pittsburgh and the Preds over the Wings. Right, I had to think about that for a second. Those came in. Now, I was very unsure about the Oilers-Coyotes game. I did have them as a definite under around the 3-2 area. And one of my fans who comments in the bottom, which I should have wrote down his number. Tell me who you are, by the way, in the comment section. Tell me your name. They got an under on that. We talked about it, and they asked me about it, and they got an under, and they won some money. And that's a beautiful thing. And then there was the Ottawa New York Rangers. Sorry, I also had that as a definite, and that's the one I was very wrong about. I think pretty much the whole universe was very wrong about Ottawa winning 5-2 over the Rangers. I did mention, if you go back to my video yesterday, that if there was a definite money pick, Ottawa was the pick. And there was a reason for that, and I didn't explain it yesterday. It was because Danny Saverin was injured the game before. And DJ Smith is a rah, get you going type coach. He was going to be using that as an energy factor for that game. And he did, and it sure seemed to work, didn't it? But I did mention that yesterday, so go check it out. So let's go at some games today. I'm going to be doing several videos on the games today rather than doing them all at once. Sens versus the Islanders. After an emotional game like that against the Rangers yesterday, if the Sens can come back and win this, wow, that's freaking nuts. The Islanders are a stifling, very hard team to play against. You got to have full energy. And the Sens are very young. You can run on energy for only so long. You got a brilliant mind like Trotz. I think Grice is in net for the Islanders, which in actuality, Varlamov and Grice are about equal. So it doesn't really matter. Anderson should be in net for the Sens. And that was the other reason why I thought that the Sens, because Nielsen seems to be able to steal games from time to time. He just goes on these freaking runs. So anyways, Anderson's in net. I'm not as comfortable with Anderson. So I think the Islanders should win this fairly handily. I'm saying 4-1. Hurricanes versus the Flyers. I'm going to speak a little bit about the Flyers here. People were upset with me after all the moves they made that I still figured that they were going to miss the playoffs. It wasn't because of Carter Hart. There was rumors scuttlebutt in the land that I didn't like Carter Hart. No, not at all. I love him. The problem is team speed. Getting Hayes and Braun for that team, to me, was silly. People are wondering why Gosh Despear isn't playing very well. I'll tell you why. Because he's too fast for that team. He can't slow himself down for the team. He's always ahead of the play. The team is too slow. And that's the reason why I didn't pick them. And you're playing against a Hurricanes team with the kind of speed that they have, that's had some rest. It looks like Mrazek's in net. I gotta take the Canes here, and I would shade heavily to the over on this game. Mrazek is about an average goaltender. Carter Hart is fantastic, but he's gonna have so much rubber coming at him that I imagine he'll let in at least 3. The Hurricanes will probably outshoot him like 40 to 30 or something like that. So I'm taking the Hurricanes 4-3 over the Flyers. So that should be shaded to the over. Fleury and the Knights versus Korpisalo and the Jackets. Alex Tuch is out again. This is a tough, and if you notice, every time I talk about the Jackets, it's a tough game. It is a tough game because Tortorella, his teams are hard to play against. They'll keep it low scoring usually, just simply because they play he knows he doesn't have the superstars to run and gun with the league. So he's going to play a very grinding style game. And I don't feel that the Vegas Knights have found their game yet completely. They're playing okay. They're on the road here, I believe. I'm taking the Knights 3-2. I'm going to take the Knights 3-2. As you can tell, I'm a little tentative in that. So watch for my new videos that are coming up. I'm going to do the next 3 videos. I'm going to do the videos on the Devils, Jets, Avs, Stars, and Yotes and Flames next. Stay tuned, boys and girls. And like I said, hit the subscribe, hit the bell. We're going to come and there'll be frolic in the land. If we hit 1,000, I get to go live. And when I go live, then you'll see. Have a great day. Lots of love to you.